This place over here, it says stage on the side. That building was a jail at one time. And for one of my favorite movies that was done up here, it's called Tom Horn.
Oh, yeah,
With Steven. It was really, it is really a good movie. For Monty Walsh, but it was really predominant in Tom Horn. This is where the first jail where they bring him into.
Let me cut this part. Oh boy.
That rock's been here since '65. And that's some more of that stuff like the brick on the front of the saloon down
Yeah, fiberglass, plastic. The only reason, my real reasoning on it, the only reason it stayed is because there's no kids to pick it through little holes.
there. The camera was on a boom. And if you remember that they come walking down the street, you just see their shoulders and then their whole body, they come walking. And you don't notice that hill from back there.
Oh, okay.
So they use the camera with a boom and that hill to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Now this porch here is one of my favorite porches on Outlaw Josey Wales. Josey Wales gets a couple of bags of groceries, comes across the street to this porch here, and there's 4 Yankees standing there. And he looks at it and says, "Well, fellas, you're going to pull them pistols or whistle Dixie?"
Why, you're gonna pull those pistols and whistle Dixie.
Oh, I love that one.
I had an Englishman ask me what the hell that meant. I says, he's about my age. I said, well, it's 1942. You're standing in the middle of London. Somebody come walking up to you and said, I want you to sing the German national anthem.
What are you going to say?
Yeah, precisely. This would have been perfect for us, though, wouldn't it, if we could have got this?
Yeah.
Fixed with velvet, red velvet curtains and stuff, and the stage was wide open there. This wasn't in here. This is another thing, but that's where they sat right up in there. I think Wyatt and them sat right up close, and then all the cowboys were down here on the benches and chairs.
Mm-hmm. How about Gunsmoke? You ever have anybody from Gunsmoke up here?
Yeah, they did episode of Gunsmoke up here. Yeah. It's nice and safe. I got a good roof on this place. They made this into a bank for that movie, Hot Bath and Stiff Creek.
So you see firsthand what before it even gets on TV or in the show or anything.
It gets on a horse, rides through the lobby upstairs on that veranda room. And how they burn these buildings is that they'll put rubber cement on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use propane and stuff in the windows and stuff, so it looks like it's really going.
Yeah, I was wondering how did they start it on fire and then build it all the way down?
We'll go inside this. They fixed this building up for hot bath and a stiff drink.
Who plays in that?
The only one I know is Rex Lynn, and he's from, you ever watched Miami CSI?
Yeah.
He was the cop, bald-headed cop.
Oh, okay.
And the other guy was from, he was in Dr. Quinn. He was one of the half-breeds. It wasn't the one she ran with. It was, he wore a top hat with a feather in it all the time.
Oh.
Jeffrey
Was he
something.
Indian?
What's that?
He was an Indian, was he?
No. His name's Jeffrey something. But they fixed this place up like a marvel. Really. Well, I guess it was just a bar in the movie.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't let you go
The
upstairs.
room upstairs was beautiful.
What's that?
in that movie, which one you said, what?
Dirty Dingus Spaghetti?
Yeah, her room was, beautiful
You can't
room up
walk
there.
around like that now without going through the floor or something. Tell you how bad they get, how cheap they get when they're on a budget.
Okay.
Look in here. You can tell they're not gonna move the camera over to here. They stopped painting 2 feet before the end, you know.
Oh. I thought there was one man that owned that. Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking.
Yeah, he bought it. And then he got, yeah. To me, it'd be more like what they have in the opium den. All the pictures I've ever seen from it, like an opium den.
No, TV westerns, TNT, or any of those that make their own. Hallmark make a few westerns every now and again. Will they just build a town?
Hallmark buys those. Ted,
So the production
let's see,
company will
what was his name? Thad Turner did a movie up here called Miracle at Sage Creek.
make- Yeah.
Once they got through editing that thing, it was a top-notch movie.
Right.
But he was in such financial trouble, Hallmark wouldn't touch it.
Right.
And yet Hallmark's showing it on this thing now.
Really?
So they got
But
it.
would they build a town? Would they just production company?
Oh,
would just
they
build
could.
It? They just build it. And would that be cheaper in the end than coming in here perhaps and having to redo a lot of the buildings?
Depends on what they
Yeah, I
want.
guess.
You
Yeah.
know.
And the location, the factory.
I mean, you could not get this look
No. No.
building.
No.
I mean, they're good at making things look better,
Especially these
but
days.
this is even,
So what, have you heard of Six Gun Entertainment?
no.
Chaz, you have no Chaz? Like, he's made...
This is where, you saw a quick, or you saw a Tombstone, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember where the cowboys were sitting here and Ringo's sticking a knife in the thing and Wyatt comes down here with a wagon with his dead brother in it. He pulls up in front of those guys and says, it's over. Howard Booth just says, bye. And Ringo says, you smell that? It smells like somebody died.
That was right here.
So would the sand be for like if they jump off the roof or?
Yeah,
Just-
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
That was for a movie we did up here called. This was the constable's office. This is where the 5 red sashes were sitting when Wyatt comes down with his dead brother. Yeah. This place over here was the barber shop where Doc was getting his hair cut. He gets up from the chair. Ringo comes down the street shooting at the moon, and Doc comes out there with a gun behind his back and says, "I'm your Huckleberry." He southernized it for his accent. It should have been, "I'm your Hucklebearer."
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the handles on a coffin are called huckles. And he said, "I'm going to carry your coffin, dude."
I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh, okay.
Huckleberry. Huckleberry.
Now we know what you're talking about.
Here were originally built for the young riders. That was the main house and that was the bunkhouse. In Tombstone, this was Wyatt's house. This is where all of them were sitting on the porch when the funeral comes by. And they go right over to Boot Hill. I always wondered how they could do that with Boot Hill being way over there. It looked like they went right across the street. Now they did the inside shots in the bunkhouse there for that night when there was a storm and Josey come over and said there's going to be trouble. They're playing with a tarot card.